Hello and welcome to a Star Citizen May 2022 channel update. What's going on over the next few weeks? What do we have to look forward to with Star Citizen? And what can you expect to see on the channel? Let's start with April's Origin 400i giveaway winner. That's a regulator. Congratulations to you. For May, we have a new giveaway. This time, in celebration of Star Citizen Alpha 3.17's release, we're giving away 3 starter ships and game packages with them. The Origin 100i, a Nomad, and an Avenger Titan, all with lifetime insurance. So that's 3 different prizes for 3 different winners. Each winner will win one of those prizes for avoidance of doubt. They are all you need to start your journey in Star Citizen. So Star Citizen Alpha 3.17 went live at the very end of April. Now the patch adds a lot more features, but also has some annoying bugs which Cloud Imperium are trying to fix, and I'm expecting some hot fixes before a 3.17.1 patch, which we will get later this month almost certainly. Now, we are going to be covering all that new gameplay with a focus on the joy of looting and treasure hunting, improvements to visuals, biomes, environments, new locations, and the first river in-game. Refueling's an interesting one as well. We're going to be putting together some attempts at refueling the sort of masses, sort of publicly fueling on servers without any sort of plans for that beyond just seeing what happens, and any problems we run into with pirates there. Mining gadgets, these can really help solo miners make a load more money, and they add more tools to your tool belt. We're going to be digging into those a bit more, and generally the mining and refining gameplay, the sort of full loop of that and how it sort of plays out now. I think one of the best features in 3.17 is the addition of a load more ships to purchase in-game, with the Redeemer Spartan, the Raft, the Hover Quad, the A2, the Ion and Inferno, as well as the Drake Cutlass Steel and 400i. You can get all of those in game and a huge amount more, and we're going to be doing a video at some point looking at all the ships, where to buy them, their costs, what's worth it, what's a good buy, what's not, and talking about whether you should be buying ships outside of the game or just in-game or a mixture of the two. There have been some medical tweaks in the patch as well, and me and Zin have always wanted to do medical rescue and medical emergency gameplay, so hopefully we'll be able to get something cool up for that. So yeah, 3.17, it's a pretty fun patch. It's pretty good. There are bugs. I do want to be looking at bugs, bug fixes, desync improvements, and the Gen 12 renderer improvements with that sort of stuff. I want to be looking at 3.17 in a sort of separate video. Best practices, optimizations, and sort of known issues and how to avoid them. There's like a little mini guide. Star Citizen's yearly Fleet Week is coming towards the end of May. So this is a massive in-game celebration. Last year, and we can expect last year to have a lot of similarities with whatever we're getting this year. I had a free fly, so anyone could play Star Citizen for free. There was various ships to try for free at the Microtech Expo Hall. We had the UE Navy fleet flying around with capital ships, the Javelin, Idris, even the mighty Bengal carrier, and a load of their sort of smaller ships, the F7A, the sort of military Hornet, the F8, Lightning heavy fighter. We also had the ability to tour a Javelin interior along with some fantastic voice acting. So it was actually quite a lot going on. It was pretty good fun, and we were like, oh wow, this is awesome. So this year it looks to have its main expo hall at Orison rather than at Microtech, and we might have some new activities to get involved with too, and along with a lot of the old ones. But the expo focuses on military and logistics ships and vehicles, but also has the Drake takeover at the end of the expo with defense gone, as they're not sort of invited to the main Fleet Week. You'll be able to buy a variety of limited ships on the RSI website during that time. Some of these will be sort of limited by number, so they'll go out in waves. Typically, new concepts or straight-to-flyable ships also come out, so we'll be covering them in some detail. We're also expecting the Scorpius Heavy Fighter to be released during Fleet Week, and each day we'll see new ships in the Expo Hall. The event normally lasts around 10 days, I believe. It's one of the biggest money earners for Cloud Imperium, and we'll be covering that each day. You can probably expect a Alpha 3.17.1 patch to come out as well to give it a bit more stability and add a few things as well. What else do we have in May? Now, we've seen the return of regular content from Cloud Imperium now with Inside Star Citizen. They go on hiatus for like 3 weeks. They're back now, and this is going to be starting to focus now, these Inside Star Citizens and content from Cloud Imperium, on Q2, Fleet Week, and Alpha 3.18, the next major patch, for the most part anyway. We'll also see like general updates on other work that Cloud Imperium are working on, AI stuff, Pyro stuff, environments bits. And Cloud Imperium are focused on getting 2 new studios up and running. They're going to be moving into a new studio in Frankfurt. It's a larger, nicer building with more expansion room, but there's also a huge one they're moving into in Manchester from their Wimslow studio nearby, and that's all going to be going on this quarter. Lots of people moving over to these new studios. So this can take the amount of devs that Cloud Imperium basically can support to over 1,300, if not more, by my accounts. I want to follow this as it's going to be interesting because there's a big change in the world with the way people want to work. And I think Cloud Imperium are going to have trouble getting people to work in the office when lots of people want to work from home now. I don't think they're going to be super rigid, like you always have to work in the office. I do think they're going to be relatively malleable, but we'll have to wait and see. But it's going to be hard to attract talent and keep talent and get the huge amount of talent that they want without getting a good amount of turnover as well. So it's just something I want to track and actually look at. I am confident they will find a way, but as I said, I cover the news for Star Citizen, and I think it's an important part of the news. And I'm very much looking forward to a studio tour when that UK one is complete. It's supposed to be sort of like styled like a high-tech campus. I'd love to go and try and visit them this year, but I don't think that will be possible with them still moving in. The studio's not finished, and then we're going to be in sort of like Q3, Q4 of the year by the time that's all sort of done, and that's going to be sort of CitizenCon-esque time. That's going to be Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. That's going to be Q3, Q4 patches. I don't think there's enough time to do it this year, but I'm going to be trying to go early next year for an office tour, and I'm very much looking forward to that. So this month, you can expect a lot of Star Citizen Alpha 3.17 content, and feel free to suggest anything you want in particular for stuff that you want us to cover with that. You can have full coverage of Fleet Week. We'll get your sort of general news and summaries. Zin's Lore video each week as well. I'm looking forward to any new ships and vehicles that might come out as well, so we'll be covering them. I do want to bring back org and community spotlights at some point, sort of looking at some orgs, looking at people that have made some cool stuff in the community, looking at some influential community figures and talking to them. However, anytime I start to do things like this, I'm very hectic. And I get distracted, or something gets sidetracked. It's all going wrong. I also, at some point, want to do my Big Bar Citizen up in Manchester. Now, I wanted to sort of have that in June, but I've been let down by 4 different venues that have either cancelled or called me back after confirming and said that they've made a mistake or couldn't do the time or the day. It's a little infuriating. Once it's all confirmed, I will announce it. I've been mega sort of anxious and sort of paranoid, sort of a bit depressed recently. I'm a lot better this week. I am bipolar and suffer pretty badly randomly from anxiety, and this can be lame. However, Zin gave me a bit of a pep talk, and that's helped a lot, and I just like being able to vent at my community. I think it's super helpful. I go do a live stream, I chat a bit about my life, and just go, now you have to listen to me, lol. I've also been seeing a chiropractor recently, which was terrifying when they were snapping my bones back in, but I've got like back and chest pain, which are one of the sources of my anxiety, and this has been helping a lot with that. Getting sort of chiropractor to look at me. Me and Zin have been playing a load of Lost Ark and Conan Exiles recently. We sort of go through phases of playing co-op games. We play with our mates. And I'm still going to be shilling for NordVPN because they're a pretty darn useful service. You can find links to that in the description below. But I'm looking forward to sort of making dumb adverts for them. But what do you think? Have you been playing with Alpha 3.17 Live? What do you think of that so far? Lots of bugs, fantastic, good, bad, whatever. Are you looking forward to Fleet Week? What else do you think we might see in May? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Genuinely thank you to everyone that supports my channel, whether they watch some videos, whether they comment. That's super helpful. Whether you're subscribed, whether you like all that sort of jazz. Genuinely super appreciated. The people that want to go the extra mile, there is Patreon, there is the join button under my videos, there's also the thanks button, and you can click that to give me money. I like your money, but I like you watching my content more. It is very much appreciated. I hope you're enjoying the content with me and Zin, and thank you very much to Zin for being a fantastic editor. You're all awesome. I hope you have a great May.